Hello everyone, I'm Niharika John Mehra and welcome to the English workbook. Here I am with this short video where I will talk about how you can improve your spoken English. Spoken English is equally important. In fact, I would say it's very good. You are preparing for English, doing vocabulary, reading newspaper, learning grammar rules and applying them. Everything is very good. But if you are doing only with this purpose of cracking your competitive exam, it has so much more to it. It is a language. It will help you and it will help you in building your career throughout your life. So guys, I will be sharing some things with you, but before we go ahead, make sure you have subscribed the channel, hit that bell icon so that you get all the updates whenever there is a new video out here. If you want to join for more updates when I take classes and all, you can join me on my Telegram channel and on my Facebook page. Links are in description box below. Also, I have my own website. Do check it out. Link will be in the description box. Tip number one, start watching things in English, content in English apart from news. Even if you want to have some me time and you just want to relax and you have an option, you can pick up a movie to watch in English or in Hindi or your mother tongue. Better to watch it in English. See guys, more we invest our time in the thing we want to get. Okay, in this case we want to learn English. We will start becoming familiar with that language, with that kind of environment. So when you're watching some things in English, let's say you're watching a movie or a series or maybe just a YouTube video is out there, something like a motivational video or just a comedy video, try to watch as in you are listening carefully and you are understanding what the people are saying over there. So both things are important. Now, there is one more important thing. If you are too weak to understand, if the person in front of you or to whom you are listening to, he or she is speaking very fast, you always have option of speed in YouTube. At least you have that, so use it. You can also use subtitle feature, and this is available for most of the videos these days on YouTube, even for movies and all. You can put on subtitles that will help you in catching each and every word. But even if you miss a word here and there, it's okay. You don't have to write an essay or an article on that movie. The thing which is important is, have you understood what the person said? Is that thought conveyed? And are you understanding what the other person is replying? So the conversation part is very important for you to understand. Focus on those things. How that person is expressing himself, how that person is questioning someone, how that person is worried about something. So there are so many scenarios and we can relate with one or the other scenarios and learn what kind of words, what choice of words they are using, what kind of expression or what is the stress they have used on a specific word over there. So start watching things in English. Tip number two, stop neglecting grammar. I'm not asking you to do PhD on English grammar, but you must know some basics. You must know a little bit about English grammar. Try checking out some of my courses on An Academy on how nouns are used, verbs are used, tenses are used. There are some grammar related topics given over there, free of cost. Check it out if you are not having any other option. But if you're having books like Wren and Martin, etc., take their help. These books will teach you which tense is to be used in which condition, which preposition will mean may and par in Hindi. Just example. So it's very important. Without grammar, your sentences will give you no meaning. In fact, it would misconvey what you want to say. If I want to say my mobile is in my handbag, it is inside my handbag or in my handbag. But if I don't know right use of in and inside, I make a mistake and I say my mobile is on my handbag. That doesn't make sense, okay? In that scenario where my mobile is actually inside, मेरा mobile अंदर है handbag के, and I make this mistake. It is so funny. This is something we need to overcome and we need to fight. So stop running away from grammar and start learning grammar using one thing at a time, like improving in one part of speech at a time. You must be taking grammar ahead this way. Learn some good adjectives to describe things, to describe people. That is also a very good way to improve your spoken English. Tip number three, start with short sentences. Nobody is asking you or gonna punish you if you're not using heavy vocabulary in your sentences. I'm talking about spoken English. Spoken English, that means you are able to communicate well with the person who is listening to you, okay, with your audience, with your listener. Now, this communication part does not require that you have to make long, lengthy sentences and you have to use conjunctions, you have to use heavy words. You can even use simple 5 to 6 word sentence also that will help you in conveying what you want to ask or say. For example, if I want to talk about myself, I am Niharika John Mehra. Full stop. I live in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. I teach English for bank exams on an academy. I love to interact with my students. I like when they correct me when I have done any typo mistake. You see, it's that easy. You can also try to continue a conversation by picking up a word which is spoken by the person next to you or in front of you, or if you are in a group, okay, so you can catch a word. For example, let's create this scenario that we are having a casual talk over coffee. We start talking about a movie, let's say Avengers. So I'll ask, okay, I started conversation in English and I'm asking, have you watched the end game? You can reply, oh yes, I have. I liked it. In fact, I loved it. Then I will say, which part do you like the most, or who is your favorite Avenger? Now, this way we can continue doing the conversation by picking up one word from what was spoken earlier to that. Maybe you said that, or maybe the person in front of you said that. Be in that conversation. Don't go here and there. And even if you are unable to reply quickly, you are taking a little bit of time, it is okay. I mean, why not? It happens. Sometimes people are so busy in their mobile. I'll tell you, this is my personal experience. So there is a person, one of my friends, and the person is like always late in reply. I'll ask something and after a couple of seconds, there is a delay of couple of seconds, and then I'll be getting reply. Does that mean the conversation was not healthy? Of course, sometimes it's rude, but then we convey those things which we wanted to, and we are done. Our conversation is a success. So that is the way you should be communicating. Start with small structure, start with short sentences, start with easy verbs, and you should be sure of those meanings of the words you are using in your sentences, right? So when you are even using handful of words you know and little bit of grammar you know, even that will help you in improving. Don't wait for a time when you will come to this level. You will come to a level where you will be knowing at least 5,000 English words, and you will be knowing all the rules of grammar that exist, and then only you will start speaking in English. There is no such restriction, okay? Tip number four, start thinking in English. I mean, why not? Why you have to translate everything? There are many students. When I teach, they ask me, ma'am, what will be the meaning of this sentence in Hindi? And I tell them, I help them out, but I'm always after this thing, why can't you understand in English? Whenever you are reading a book or newspaper or an article, try to take its English meaning in English. Don't try to translate it. That will help you in reading speedily also. Let's come back to spoken English. So when you are speaking in English with someone, try to generate those thoughts in English. I have become so used to English these days that even if I have to say huh, it will automatically be yes coming out of my mouth. That is, I don't have to make extra efforts for that. It just flows that way because of the first 3 points I have been practicing, like watching content in English, using short sentences. Now I can use and I can make complex sentences also. That's a different thing because it has been some time that I have invested in speaking English and communicating and doing conversation in English. But that's how I started. I never neglected grammar, so that has also helped me. In that way, you are able to think in English. I mean, it's always a baby step that you take. It's never a leap, okay? Leap of faith is there, totally a different idea. But in English, when it comes to a language, I would say any language, you have to take baby steps and then you get good at it. And I know, I'm so sure if you follow these things, you are gonna get good at spoken English very soon. Tip number 5, overcoming two barriers. Barrier number 1, quitting. Never quit. Never quit when it comes to taking up this challenge of speaking in English. Spoken English is something, it will get polished over a period of time. You will make some mistakes. You will forget to use the here and there. You will make mistake in using tense like a wrong tense. When it should be present, you are using past, or past participle is used instead of present participle. There could be some mistakes and nobody is going to punish you for that. So why to quit just because there were a couple of mistakes which you did? I did it when I started learning English, when I started speaking in English. One very common mistake that happens is when you are a beginner, like a beginner newbie, you tend to say, I did not liked it. Sometimes I have heard people saying children's a lot. Children, child is singular, children is plural. When you are using did, you don't use second form of verb. You say, I did not like this or that. But it will come over a period of time. That's why I said that grammar is important. You cannot ignore it, you cannot neglect it. But that does not mean you have to use all of the grammar you know in one go. It's okay to make mistake here and there, but let that mistake be rectified. You have to correct it next time, or next to next time. You should not be doing the same mistakes, otherwise it will become your habit. Barrier number 2 is stop thinking about people around you. They will make fun of you, okay? They will say, oh, look at that person trying to show off, trying to be very smart. Who is asking you to talk in English? We are friends. We can easily speak in Hindi, in Marathi, in Bengali, whatever the language you speak at home, in your circle, in your social circle. But that should not stop you. I know one of my friends, he is from a small village and he used to be a very shy guy. But now, after a couple of years, when he never bothered about what people are thinking about him, I can see him and he has improved so much. He wanted to speak in English and he did it, and now he is good at it. You have to do the same. Stop bothering about people around you. If they are pulling you down, who cares? You have to keep moving forward because you are not speaking to please someone. You are not speaking in English to prove yourself in front of someone. It's for yourself. Like I speak in English because I really like it. I like to conversate in English, even with my husband. So this is my choice. This is what I like. This is my interest. And I know it is also something that helps in my career, and it is helping in my career. So make sure, let people not discourage you. People around are always there to discourage us on one or the other thing. They always will have a sentence that will identify you or tag you as someone who is showing off. They will always be criticizing one or the other person, one or the other thing. We are never satisfied. Okay, so most of the people around us, they are never satisfied with whatever is happening around them. who cares? Just make sure you overcome these two obstructions, these two barriers, and you will be good to go. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you share and like this video. Keep sharing because we need to grow the English workbook family. Just something I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope that you will now try even harder and let English flow naturally. Okay, let it flow naturally. There will be a time when everything around you and inside you will feel that it is in English. It is all about English. So don't hate the language. It is a very nice language. It will expand your social dimension, socializing dimension, I would say, in fact, and it will help you so much in your career. That's very important, right? We'll be seeing you soon with more such videos. Till then, take care. Bye bye.